All right, yo, what up, guys? Faquico here with. I always say that. That's the way I start it. But y'all already know who it is. I don't gotta say my name. I mean, I just said it, but I didn't have to because y'all already know what's up. Playing some vintage cube. Gonna go straight with the single elimination because sometimes if I draft a shift deck, I don't have to play it so many times. All right, let's just jump right into it. Here we don't got the strongest pack for sure. Um, I mean, we got Thoughtseize, which is pretty good. Disrupting your opponent's degenerate plans with something like Thoughtseize is more than fine. We got Lotus Petal, which is pretty strong, but I don't know about in every deck, or I don't know if it's like that good. Excuse my breathing. Sorry, I was working out these. I was working out these pecs. I'm just kidding. No, I was like running around doing random shit, and now I'm like tired. But anyway, so it's probably gonna be Thoughtseize. I like Thoughtseize. Impulse is fine. Lightning Bolt's pretty good, but I'll kind of avoid going like mono red or something. Though this can work in a lot of decks, of course. Lotus Petal's fine. Pestermite is fine. Pestermite's really just good because you want to get the Kiki Jiki combo. Then you need the Pestermite, or you need one of two pieces. But I think I'm gonna go with Thoughtseize. Like I said, stopping my opponent from doing crazy shit usually works out. Here we have Mana Vault, which is very powerful. It's definitely going to be the card I take. Maybe second picks here might be... Not sure about Kite Sail Freebooter, but I might just like stay on the same plan and go with another card that's like another disruption. It's not my favorite thing to do to go like that disruption route because I like doing like random, like I said, like I keep saying, degenerate shit, like natural ordering into Crater Hoof Behemoth like on turn 4 or 5. Or like tinkering into Sphinx of the Steel Wind on turn 2. But anyway, let's go with Mana Vaults because it is definitely the best card there. Here, I mean, we picked this black card. We don't have to go for it. But we could play Blood Crypt because Grix is kind of nice. We could take Tropical Island just because nothing here is like, again, super powerful. Arcane Artisan can work with like Emrakul or like ridiculous things like that. But sort of body mind is okay. Not super good. Abrupt decay is alright as well. Not super powerful. I might take Blood Crypt just to kind of keep my my mana open, I guess. Not sure if that's the correct play. I mean, compulsive research is fine. Drawing cards is always good. Discard a land card. Actually, you know what? Compulsive research might be the pick. Yeah, that might be the pick. That I think I'd rather take compulsive research over like arcane artisan. We are on the same path of not really getting like amazing cards. Hypnotic Spectre can be nice if you can pretty much put it into play on turn 2. Blink of an Eye is okay. The Cloud Skate's okay. Mana Confluence is mana fixing, I guess, which is probably what I'm gonna pick, just because I'm not like super impressed with any of these cards. There's Urborg, which is always nice. Brain Freeze, a win condition, unless your opponent has like Eldrazi and shit. There's Basalt Monolith, definitely nowhere near as good as Mana Vault, but it is a ramp card. There's Shallow Grave. Return the top creature card of your graveyard to the battlefield. That creature gains haste. I mean, it is a reanimator card. Not really the best, but a reanimator card. There's also Urborg. There's also a Signet, actually. You know what? I'm going to be a little safe again. Pick up the Signet. If it was something else, like Buried Alive, Entomb, you know, any of Reanimate, any of that besides Shallow Grave, I'd definitely take it. But I'm going to take the Signet. Didn't really see that there, but... And definitely not sure where I'm going with this deck. Not yet. A Bone Shredder, not a card that I really want to take. Lion's Eye Diamond for Storm, which I can technically still go into Storm. Not that I want to force it, so I think Flooded Strand might be a bit safer. Just in case. Yeah, let's be a little safer than taking the Lion's Eye Diamond. Though, it's not like I traded so much for a Lion's Eye Diamond. I probably should have just taken the Lion's Eye Diamond. Mishra's Workshop, an interesting card. There's also Thirst for Knowledge, which is always fine. I could go into like some sort of artifact stuff. So I'll take the Mishra's Workshop. I mean, the other pick here would be the Thirst for Knowledge. I already have Compulsive. Not that I don't need more draw spells, but Mishra can be a bigger payoff if I end up taking like a bunch of artifacts. Though this isn't really the way I want to go. There's Mind's Desire for the Storm. For playing Storm stuff. Nicol Bolas is a good card. Sacred Foundry works with the Flooded Strands. I'll just keep taking Mana Base and see what happens. I mean, Mind's Desire was a pickup. Was probably the next one I would have picked up. But I just don't have any direction here yet. I'm more inclined to play like this. Interesting. I mean, Lotus Petal isn't that good, but I wouldn't have expected it to see that late. Or Impulse either. I mean, I guess I could still... There's Una's Prowler as well. What do I take? This is interesting. I don't even know what else was left in this pack, but I think Impulse and Lotus Petal are kind of good enough for them to not wheel, so that's interesting. Impulse is fine. Una's Prowler is also fine, but I still don't have any reason to go Reanimator. I'm going to take the Impulse. Wow, Wasteland as well? I mean, yeah, that's not the best, but Trinket Mage does get the Mana Vault at least. So it's going to be between Trinket Mage or Wasteland. Ancient Grudge is also really good, but I'm not playing red yet or green, so I'd rather take something more on color. I guess I'll take Trinket Mage. I'll take Arcane Artisan. Relic of Progenitus is a decent, like I said, sideboard card. There's Shallow Grave, which I will take now. I took Impulse over Una's Prowler because even though I considered Shallow Grave coming back, because Impulse is still going to be good in like combo decks, kind of like Reanimator, and it also is just a much safer pick. Where taking Una's Prowler is literally only for Reanimator pretty much. Necromancy, what does this do? Zoe's had Flash. If you cast it anytime a sorcery couldn't have been cast, the control of the permanent, it becomes sacrifices at the beginning of the next time. When I put it onto the battlefield, if it's on the battlefield, it becomes an aura with enchant creature. Put it onto the battlefield. Enchant creature, put onto the battlefield with necromancy. Put target creature card from a graveyard onto the battlefield under your control and attach necromancy to it. When necromancy leaves the battlefield, okay, so pretty much it's a 3-mana enchantment. You know, bring back alive or whatever. I don't know. Wait. Let's see. We had Flooded Strands, right? We did have Flooded Strands, okay. I might just be a Necromancy then. And I might go for like a Reanimator kind of thing. Blue, black Reanimator. I mean, my other option is Teferi, which is a fine card for sure. And I already have the mana for it. I have Sacred Foundry, Flooded Strands for the white and the blue. But I don't have like counter spells yet. Not that I really need counter spells. Necromancy again, it just isn't really the best reanimated card. I might be a little safer to take Teferi, I think. Sure, let's take Teferi. There is one card I can reanimate in Shieldred. Treachery is pretty nice, especially with something like Teferi. I guess I'm gonna just go Bant. No, it's not Bant, is it? Blue, black, white. What's the color for that? Yeah, Control. There's Kiki-Jiki for whoever picked up the Pestermite. If this was like Gristlebrand or something, I would probably consider going Gristlebrand and doing Reanimator instead of like a basic Control. Rakdos Signet is nice, but I'm gonna take up the Treachery instead here. Yeah, I think Treachery's fine. There's a counterspell. So there's Dak Faden though. Wow. I mean, I know it's only like pack 3, but Dak Faden is so beyond powerful that I am definitely just going to take it. Well, I don't know if it's like, okay, maybe I'm like overhyping it. Counterspell is going to be really nice in this deck, but Dak Faden just like, just wins games sometimes. And I do have the Flooded Strand for the Sacred Foundry there, as well as a Mana Confluence. So I'm picking up Dak Faden and being kind of happy about that. Ancestral Visions is fine. There's a Gruul Signet for the, I don't know, for the Ancient Grudge that I didn't take. Kind of okay with Ancestral Vision. On my last game, I was pretty lucky to draw it in my opening hand quite often. But I think it's going to be a fine card anyway. Let's take Ancestral Vision. So I'm playing blue, black, white, red right now. There's Spirebluff Canal. 4-color control. There's Celestial Colonnade as well. I mean, I could cut to Fairy and go for red instead. I have the better red. Oh no, it's kind of the same thing. Never mind. It's kind of the same thing. There's Burial Rites. There's Yawgmoth Will. Cards that I'm sure. Well, Yawgmoth Will. I'm sure the Storm player in this draft would love to see. It's between Celestial Colonnade or Spirebluff Canal. Colonnade kind of is a little bit more like what I want to do here, to be honest. Yeah, I'm gonna take the Colonnade and see if I do not regret that. Temple Garden, not quite it. Neither is Goblin Welder. There's Buried Alive, but like I said, that's already kind of passed. I could take Dreadbore. Dreadbore seems like a solid card. Fair, more of a fair card for sure. There's also Tide Hollow Sculler. Reveals your hand, you choose an online card, exile it. But when it comes back, they get it back. Dreadbore might be a little better, but it kind of makes me play a little bit more red, which I don't really want to do. I want to be... I guess I could still play Buried Alive. Fuck it. Alright, let's play Buried Alive and see what happens. Oh no, I did that. I went there. I should have... Okay, well, I didn't have too much time to think. There is it Charm, which is nice. Jace, which is pretty nice. Bloodstained Mire, which definitely is something that I kind of want to play in this deck because it gets me the black that I need for the Thoughtseize, these cards, and then the red for the deck Fade In. It also gets me white in Sacred Foundry as well for the Teferi. Jace is nice, but maybe I want to go with a little bit more mana fixing so that I have more options to go other cards. There's Massacre Worm for one of the Buried Alive Shallow Grave targets. Lightning Helix is okay. Apex Predator is not super exciting. Hopefully this isn't like, you know, just horrible decisions. Oh man, my throat. Horrible decisions over there. Trinket Mage, Compulsive Research, Chandra. Chandra might be played. You become the Monarch. Enters the battlefield, exile target creature opponent controls until an opponent becomes the Monarch. That creature returns under. That doesn't sound that good, to be honest. It doesn't sound too good. Let's take Chandra. Wow, Kiki Jiki. So nobody picked up that combo. No need for the Overgrown Tomb, the Thalia, or the whatever. So let's just cut somebody's. There's Arid Mesa, which is nice. Baghdad, Bazaar of Baghdad, I guess technically works with Reanimator. So I'm taking all the Reanimator cards too and not even playing them. That's weak. I mean, all of these are fucking lands, so including Mana Vault even almost with the Signet, Impulse. There's Yawgmoth Will. Wow, what are people playing? Not Reanimator, not Kiki Jiki, not Storm. So, yeah, let's just cut the Storm card. Tide Hollow Sculler, and then Repeal. I'll play the Sculler because now my mana base is looking even nicer. There's Pyromancer as well, which is a possibility. This gets me red or white. Doesn't get me anything else yet. But all I need is like, you know, another land. Borrow Signet. Wheel of Fortune, not going to be in the deck. Daze, going to be okay. Shelldock Isle, going to be pretty good. Might actually take up the Shelldock Isle. Because I'm going with base blue anyway. And I've seen Shelldock Isle be pretty great. I mean, it's going to be Shelldock Isle, Azuri Signet, Borrow Signet, Daze. All cards that I would play. Actually, it's pretty close between Azorius Signet and Sheldock Isle. But I think I'm going to have to go with the Sheldock Isle. Considering I draw some cards and stuff. Sheldock Isle is just pretty powerful. There's Watery Grave. There's Putrid Imp as well. But I'm just going to keep going with the mana fixing. Because I'm just kind of decided to play 4 colors. There's Living Death, Time Spiral. Some pretty good cards. Strip Mine for sure. Powerful, but not going to be quite in this deck. Again, I mean, there's Mole Drifter. I didn't say again. Each player exiles all creature cards from their graveyard, then sacrifices all creatures they control, then puts all cards they exile this way onto the battlefield. So far, that's really only Massacre Worm, but Buried Alive, 3 creature cards works fucking amazing with that, and I don't really have that many creatures anyway. I mean, it's kind of a board wipe too if it's like the first creatures you destroy. Am I playing Reanimator? I have the Shallow Grave, the Buried Alive, the Massacre Worm. That's it. I could play Colligan's Command. Turn target creature card from your hand. Target player discards cards. Return artifact. Deal 2 damage to any target. I'm gonna go with something like Colligan's Command instead. There's Cryptic, but that's a little expensive. There's Hollowed Fountain. There's Phyrexian Arena. My mana's looking pretty good, to be honest. Flooded Strand now gets me black as well. And it also gets me red. So my mana's looking pretty good. I can make it even better with Hollowed Fountain because now my Arid Mesa also gets me blue. And my Blade Stainmire won't get me blue, but it gets me other cards. This is what? Is this pack 3? This has to be pack 3, right? Or am I tripping? No, I'm pretty sure it's pack 3, so I kind of... Oh, it is pack 3. I have to pick up actual cards. I do have to pick up... let's just take... No, let's take Phyrexian Reader. I don't have that many reasons to go white, I think. Remand is great. Worn Power Stone's fine, but I'm going to take Remand because it's just a good card. Wow, Ancient Tomb. Man. I'm kind of... Okay, Gilded Lotus is nice as well. Demon Lord Bezelnilok. When he enters the battlefield, exile cards from the top of your library until you exile a non-land card. Then put that card into your hand. If the card's converted mana cost is 4 or greater, repeat this process. It deals 1 damage to you for each card put into your hand this way. Okay. Not horrible. Gilded Lotus is decent. Ancient Tomb is obviously good, but I'm playing so many colors that I don't know if I actually can play Ancient Tomb in this deck. Bezelnok works with the few Reanimator cards that I have, so I guess that's what I'm doing. Magma Jet. Black Cleave Cliffs. Alright, well. Yep, let's play the Cliffs. I think Magma Jet's okay. There's Spell Queller. There's a Gristlebrand, so I'm going to play the few Reanimator cards that I do have now. I'm going to play the Gristlebrand. There's Boros Signet. There's Vampire Hexmage as well. Even Wheel of Fortune is kind of like Reanimator-ish, but I literally have one way to reanimate, and that's Shallow Grave. I really messed up. I said that last time, but... Yeah, I literally have one way to reanimate, and that's Shallow Grave, which is pretty bad. I didn't take Necromancy. So let's take the Signet and see what happens. Fudge. Alright. Well, there is Putrid Imp. Let's just hope that I got the rest. I'm going to take Mole Drifter because Strip Mine, as good as that is, too many colors. I'm a little lightheaded. I should have chilled a bit before I started doing this straight away. Okay, Needle Spires. There's a Maria Angel as well. Works with a couple of these. I kind of need threats, but like I said, I'm probably just playing the Needle Spires is okay. Shit, that's probably bad. Blue white. I literally just have to fairy. No, I have Tide Hollow Sculler as well. Grim Tutor. Bonfire the Damned. Fudge it. Fudge it. I feel like I can't. Terminus might be okay. Play Reanimator because I just have Shallow Grave, and that's it. I didn't take the Necromancy. Alright. As you can tell by these picks that I did, that I'm confused as fuck. Ancestral Vision is good. Mana Vault is very good. Thoughtseize is fine. Signet. Sculler for, disruption. Oops. Sculler. Remand is great. Impulse is fine. Call Command is really strong. Deck Faden is like incredibly powerful. Trinket Mage gets me Mana Vault at least. Research. Fairy. 3, 4, 5. Treachery. Mole Drifter. So that's 15 right there. If I had Living Death, I really should have gotten the Living Death. I don't remember what I picked for it. Probably a good land, but I should have taken the Living Death for sure. I'm pretty sure Young Pyromancer is only instant or sorcery, so that's not that good. Kiki-Jiki. I could play Kiki-Jiki. I could play Chandra. I could play the whole Reanimator, like I said. Gristlebrand, Massacre Worm, Demon Lord, Bezellock. Phyrexian Arena is something I can play. Then we got Buried Alive, Putrid Imp. One way, just literally one way to reanimate, and then exiles it. Okay. That's okay. I could play just a bit more of a controlling deck instead and see how that works out. I mean, I guess technically Arcane Artisan kind of works with these as well. I draw a card, then I exile a card from my hand. If it's a creature card, it's exiled this way. That player creates a token that's a copy of that card. So I can copy like, I could copy like Gristlebrand, Demon Lord, Massacre Worm. And then I can also like play Kiki-Jiki to make copies of these, I guess. I mean, Artisan technically works with Trinket Mage and Mole Drifter as well. So I'm definitely playing the Artisan for sure. Now the question, seriously, is if I play these or not. It's 6 cards, so it pretty much fills up the rest of my deck. It's between these or something like Chandra, Bonfire, Terminus, and then like 2 of these, like Demon Lord and maybe like Massacre Worm or something. Okay, let's just go with this package and see if it works out. I have one way to reanimate though, so it's not really a reanimator deck. All right, Buried Alive, Shallow Grave, Demon Lord, Massacre Worm, Gristlebrand. I have all of this white for just the Tide Hollow Sculler into Fairy, huh? Let's think about this again. 1 black, 2, 3. I could probably have like 3 or 4 black sources anyway. I have 1 double in Phyrexian Arena. There's a Demon Lord. Yeah, let's just go a little bit more of a controlling deck, I guess, instead. Teferi. There's literally like 3. I took them out. I took those out. Massacre Worm is triple black instead. Okay, 4, 5, 6. This is also a 6. I can still play Shallow Grave. Then I can play. Can I play Kikijiki? No, I don't really want to play triple red. It's base blue black with a little bit of red and then a tiny bit of white. I guess let's play bonfire. And then Gristlebrand, Putrid Imp. Sure. Gristlebrand. And yeah, just like that. This is a kind of a weird deck, but let's see what we have. Mana Fixing, Watery Grave, Shelldock Isle, Sacred Foundry, Flooded Strand, Arid Mesa, and Bloodstained Mire. This can get me blue or red. Blue, black, and red. This gets me, red or white. This gets me blue, black, white, or red. So Flooded Strand is obviously the best. I still got that. Black, Cleave Cliffs, Colonnade. Yeah. Let's just add a bunch of cards. 1, 2, 3, 4 ways of getting black. Blue, I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and a lot of my cards are only single blue. 3 black. I also have Orzhov Signet and Boros Signet. So white, I might not really need white because I have the Sacred Foundry already. And the Celestial Colonnade, the Confluence, both Signets. Yeah, I'm not going to need that white. I think this should be fine. There's a 17. I might go for 18 lands. And I have kind of a lot of ways to draw cards and stuff too anyway. I think this is okay. Sure, let's just submit that deck. Oh man, I'm getting a little lightheaded. I'm talking too much. I did like 2 videos in one day. I haven't. Yeah, what do you think? Tell me. Let me know. Definitely let me know. Not super excited about the way that I ended up going with this draft, but it's okay. I think I had a lot more. I said the same thing in the first draft. Like I think maybe I just tend to complain, but I had a pretty good chance of going into a pretty good Reanimator deck. I guess I didn't see any of the best cards. I didn't see Entomb or Reanimate, but yeah, I definitely skipped on some like Living Death and Necromancy. And if I would have cut the cards earlier too, it's possible it would have turned out different as well. But I also didn't see any of the really good Reanimate cards until later. So I saw Gristlebrand like as a really late pick, so it's not like I had seen them earlier. All right. Okay. Well, I'm not expecting too much of this deck. I do think that the draft was going really weird. Like, maybe my opponents had just way better things. Blue was definitely kind of cut, so somebody's drafting a pretty good blue deck. Didn't see a lot of the powerhouse blue cards like, Mana League, Jace, Factor Fiction, the other Jace. Oh wait, I did see Jace Bellerin. Yeah, but interesting. Oh, actually, you know what? One color that definitely wasn't really there was green for sure. Somebody's going mono green. I didn't see Ren Velos or Len, whatever his name is. I didn't see Gaia's Cradle. I didn't see a lot of the Manadorics. I didn't see Natural Order. I saw Crater Hoof, but I passed it right away. So somebody's playing mono green. I didn't really pay attention to like red or white. Yeah, I'll see. We'll see. Either way, it's interesting. I got Deck Faden though, and Deck Faden is really good. Oh, all right. Let's get into game 1 right away. Get hyped. I'm going to be talking less and less because one, my voice is kind of starting to go out, and two, I'm starting to get a little lightheaded, but let's fucking wreck shit up. Playing LOV. My opponent went first, so I'm really hoping they're not playing a very aggressive deck. But again, Ancestral Vision motherfucking turn 1. Alright, what are we getting with Flooded Strand? I blue black watery grave. I'm keeping. My opponent's going first. I can also just mana confluence into Ancestral Vision instead. Okay. You do not gotta play. We did get Shallow Grave though, so we do have the one Reanimator card in my deck here. I do need a red, so I'm not gonna Flooded Strand for a blue. So yeah, because I only have Watery Grave, and I'd probably rather get Sacred Foundry. So let's Ancestral Vision. Though, if my opponent is playing an aggressive deck, then losing this life is gonna hurt. Enlightened Tutor. Artifact or enchantment card. Okay. Are we playing another Swords deck? Survival of the Fittest. Okay. Green, white. Alright. They're playing Survival of the Fittest here. Interesting. This is interesting. I'm just gonna go with the Signet. That way I don't have to take another damage there, or multiple points of damage there. So let's just let's take more life and play the Orzhov Signet. I could already Kolaghan's Command on the next turn if I need to. Return target creature card from your graveyard to your hand. Target player discards a card. Destroy target artifact or deal 2 damage to any target. Okay. So he's going to sacrifice Tasigur. Alright. Green, white, black. Reanimator? Maybe? Is that what's going on? Okay. Interesting. Searching for a creature card. Are they going to cheat in something? They're looking for what? Emrakul? I'm kidding. Alright. I got nothing but like kind of lands though. They got Lotus Cobra. Okay. So I'm definitely going to pop that for sure. And make my opponent discard a card? Yep. Sounds good. That is true. I have that. So let's go into Kolaghan's Command. Just take a fuck more loaded life. Sorry. But I just want to get rid of that card. And I get make my opponent discard another card as well. I think that's the play. It seems fine. Let's get the Sacred Foundry. Pay more life. And just Kolaghan's Command. Target player discards a card, deals 2 damage to any target. Target player discards a card, deal 2 damage to the Lotus Cobra. That way my opponent doesn't play like really big. Oh, Inquisition of Kozilek. Not that I really... Excuse me. Yeah, I wasn't really gonna get rid of much if he did that. Is Ancestral coming up next turn? No. Suspend 2. It's still coming up with 2 more turns. Blade Splicer. Alright. So this is where my opponent starts pressuring me with creatures. I'm not that low on life though. Do got Thoughtseize. Do I really want to play that? That's even more life. So we gotta go for blue. Let's undo that. Blue. Trinket Mage. Yes, use the ability. Let's get Mana Vault. Let's play Mana Vault. And sure, yeah, let's Thoughtseize. Why not? Let's see what you got. You got Elspeth, Sun's Champion, and Pelucranos. Not really scared of either. I guess I could be a little more scared of Pelucranos, but just because it's coming up, and Elspeth, you need a long time to play Elspeth. So let's take something that's a little more, you know, coming up. And he can't get rid of it for survival of the fittest, so that's nice. Alright, my opponent drew the land, but he still needs 2 more lands to play Elspeth. Gonna attack with the Golem. I'll just take 3, that way my opponent can't also play with attack with Blade Spicer. I'm gonna draw a bunch of cards off of this Ancestral here. Okay. Yes, cast. I would like to draw 3 cards, thank you. No. Why would I play for him? Okay, so I get to play the blue here. I guess I should have thought about that more, but I don't really want to take more. I'm going to play Deck Faden, and I'm going to take control of this Golem. Gain control of target artifact. Yeah. Let's just take control of that. Then I guess I can Impulse in turn. So I'm okay. My opponent just has an Elspeth that he can't play, so this is looking pretty good. I think so. I think it's looking pretty good for me. My opponent did draw another land though, so Elspeth is coming up pretty soon. Can't attack, but I will Impulse. I'll just take another life, that's fine. Let's see. We have a Massacre Worm, Treachery. There's no reason to take Treachery here. I could technically play Massacre Worm already. So why not? Keep it open. Keep it for my opponent's Elspeth, I guess, maybe? He loses the tokens and then I kill the Elspeth almost. But if that's the case, then I should probably just take Compulsive Research instead. No, I'll take the Massacre Worm. Sure. Let's put the Treachery, Compulsive Research, and then Island. Pay 4? No. No need. Tide Hollow Sculler. Yeah, that's nice. Let's just target player draws 2, discards 2. So yeah, I don't really need these lands anymore. So let's just get rid of these. Let's play the Shawdock Isle. Hide away something pretty good. Let's hide away the Gristlebrand. Remand first. And then yeah, let's take away this Elspeth from my opponent. Yeah, let me get that yoink. Let's attack with the Golem, I guess. Yeah. Sometimes I play a little too safe like that, but I don't really want to block with Sculler. I'd rather block with Trinket Mage. And I think we're good so far. Next turn, I'm just dropping Gristlebrand, end of turn, so. Alright, Survival of the Fittest coming out from my opponent. What do you got? It's -2/-2 to creatures your opponent control. Alright, Knight of Autumn. Gonna pop an artifact or enchantment, so he's gonna get back the Elspeth for sure. Alright, not bad. Not bad at all. Let's see. This is also an instant. So no reason to do that. No reason to play this yet. I can also gain control of another artifact. 17. I don't really want to mill myself out. All these cards seem fine. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. No, that I need a blue for that. I mean, I have Mana Confluence. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then Mana Confluence. Yeah, that sounds fine. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Muldrifter. Let's draw 2 more cards. Alright, those cards are fine. Don't really want to discard anything. I just want to keep the Shallow Grave up for if I need it. Still will attack with this Golem, because I'm okay losing the Muldrifter. Let's see. You may play the exile card without paying its mana cost if a library has 20 or fewer cards in it. Are you gonna double block? Okay, you're not gonna double block. Actually, you know what? Whenever you cast a spell that targets one or more permanents, gain control of those permanents. Yeah, you know what? This can never really be that bad, right? You draw 2, ditch 2. Celestial Colonnade is good enough. It's another like threat, kind of, I guess. Excuse me. Did you draw your land? Can you play your Elspeth? That is a question. Dum, 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 dum. All right, what you got? You got attacks. I got blocks. He was attacking me, which is smart. All right, you got a tap land. Definitely gonna play this now. Sure, he gets to Elspeth me next turn, but I pressure him pretty hard and I gain a lot of life. And I still have the Shallow Grave. Alright, so the game has ended. Let's go on to the next game. Am I saying a lot? I have not been paying attention at all to what I've been saying. Sorry if I'm really unpleasant to listen to. My opponent is playing creatures. No, he's not. He's playing some weird. He's playing some kind of random shit, to be honest. Another probably new first time cuber, maybe. Blade Splicer with Knight of Autumn with Elspeth, Survival of the Fittest. Like, those cards were kind of weird. They don't really work too well. It sounds like they might be okay, but just not really too strong. You can do a lot better things in cube. Okay, so Terminus might be okay. It might not be too strong, but going second, I want to be a little more defensive. There's the Bonfire already. Massacre seems fine. Treachery seems really good. I don't know. A lot of these cards seem fine. I do kind of want to play Terminus, kind of just in case. So let's take out maybe let's take out Phyrexian Arena. Though it's pretty good. I don't want to be losing too much life. I don't think it should be too hard. Wow, Ancestral Vision again. Yes, I'm fucking down. I'm fucking down for it. Alright. Alright. No turn 1 play for my opponent, which is really nice. I got Watery Grave, so that's what I'm getting with Bloodstained Mire. Yeah, I don't have another option, so yeah. Bloodstained Mire, sack it, get the Watery Grave, take like a bunch of life because I wasn't able to get the dual lens. And let's cast the Ancestral. Then I can go for Tide Hollow. No, maybe I'll play for Remand. Maybe I'll Thoughtseize. No, I think I'll play Tide Hauler. Tide Hollow. Tide Hauler. He could do the same thing though with the Knight of Autumn though. He could do the same thing with Knight of Autumn. Let's play Arid Mesa. Yeah, let's just Thoughtseize him. Yeah, I don't think there's a reason to keep Remand up right now. Let's Thoughtseize, Necromancy, Maelstrom Pulse, O-Ring. O-Ring. Okay, interesting. It's not going to be the Pelucranos because then he can get it back with Necromancy next turn. Let's just hit the Maelstrom Pulse. Destroy target non-land permanent where O-Ring just exiles it. Maybe it's better to hit the O-Ring. I don't really have ways to get rid of it anyway. Yeah, let's get rid of the Oblivion Ring. Sure. And then let's just play Arid Mesa. Probably get the Sacred Foundry. Actually, definitely get the Sacred Foundry. Okay, so I see what my opponent has here. He can't really do anything. He could probably Survival of the Fittest, but there's not really any reason to do that. And he played the card that he drew, which is Concealed Courtyard. Let's get rid of this Arid Mesa, get the Sacred Foundry, do not pay for the life. Oh yeah, Ancestral Vision. Let's play this Mountain. Yeah, let's keep the Remand up. Also, just so I can draw. Tide Hollow Sculler's not going to do too much. It gets rid of the Pelucranos, though. Necromancy. Oh. Oh, okay. Alright. That's fine. Yeah. What does he got, though? I mean, that works really well with Necromancy, though. So you can get, like, a really big card. Ooh. And then... Iona. As Iona enters battlefield, choose a color. Your opponent can't cast spells of the chosen color. Nice. Alright. So definitely going to have to remand the Necromancy. But he's going to be able to play it on the next turn. So I'm going to have to Tide Hollow Sculler. I'm going to have to slow it down for sure. Alright, so he's sacking that. Getting another creature. Alright, yeah, I'm going to have to slow it down for sure. I'm going to have to Tide Hollow Sculler the... Maybe I should have thought seize the Necromancy, actually. There's Angel of Sanctions. Necromancy coming out. Let's just remand that. Let's put that back to your hand. Let me draw a card. Like I said, let's slow that down as much as we can. We still got another turn. Culligan's Command. Destroy target artifact. Enter 2 damage to any target. Alright, so let's see. My opponent already ditched the Iona Shield. And he ditched the Pelucranos. And he played his Swamp. So he has 1 unknown. If I play the Tide Hollow Sculler, I take the Necromancy. Yeah, he's not able to play it on this next turn. I can also just Muldrifter. No, because Iona comes out, and Iona most likely calls blue. So I can't Treachery it. Damn. A little stuck. Yeah, let's just force him to play the Pulse. And let's see what else he has as well. He has Angel of Sanctions, Nature's Claim, target artifact. Oh, so now he can Nature's Claim and play the Iona, which is no bueno. Yeah, it's not too good. He gets to destroy artifact or enchantment, and he gains 4 life. Then he gets to Necromancy the Iona right away. That did not end well. I guess let's just take the Nature's Claim and have him Maelstrom Pulse to get out of it, or Angel of Sanctions or something. Alright. Looks like my Ancestral Vision might not be enough. A land would have been nicer. That way I can go into Treachery or to Fairy. Non-permanent into its owner's library, 3rd from the top. Alright, so what are you going to call? Black, maybe? You saw better black cards, but you should know that blue is stronger. Oh, he chose white. Alright. Okay, so I got rid of I had the Nature's Claim, and I've seen all of this. He has Angel Sanctions, Maelstrom Pulse. Yes, I do want to cast that, definitely. Let's cast it. Draw 3 cards. But I am on a 2-turn clock here. Okay. Chandra can put the Borrow Signet, and it paints a target on Chandra, which might be okay. But then I'm short on land for me to play. No, I'm not, because I have Borrow Signet to play the Treachery. Treachery lets me go into Muldrifter as well, but he has Maelstrom Pulse and Angel of Sanctions. 2 cards that I can't play to Fairy because of Iona. Your opponents can't cast spells of the chosen color, right? Yeah, let's go into Chandra, add 2 red, and then play the Borrow Signet. I think that's the play. I don't really have too many other options. Sure. There's the Chandra. Add 2 red. Let's play Borrow Signet. I guess I have Culligan's Command for when, if he decides to destroy this Tide Hollow Sculler. I might even just attack and let him block with Iona. Survival of the Fittest. Getting rid of Angel Sanctions. Okay. 4 Knights of Autumn. Alright. That's fair-ish. That's fair. If I was him, I would attack me, I think. But I guess this way I play bigger cards, so maybe not. So he still has a Maelstrom Pulse. But he's going to play the Knights of Autumns for the Tidehall Sculler. But now I still have 2 more turns. Oh, okay. Yeah, that makes sense. That's actually better. For sure. He got rid of that, so I can play the Celestial Colonnade. I got Colligan's Command for the Knight of Autumn. Make him discard a card. I could just Impulse as well. If I Treachery the Iona, then I could play Teferi, which sounds pretty good. Okay. I'm thinking pretty hard here. Draw the card at the beginning of the next end step. Untap up to 2 lands at the next end step. Let's see. What options do I have? Colligan's Command, like I said, makes him discard and destroy an artifact, but he doesn't have an artifact. Returning a creature doesn't really mean anything. Deals 2 damage to any target. I don't want him to have Nature's Claim as an instant, because then Treachery gets effed, I guess. Yeah, so we'll just pass the turn and see what happens. So my opponent has Maelstrom plus 3 cards. 79. I'm on the 2-turn clock anyway. No, let's just slow. Let's hope that 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. I'm at 4 life. Sure. Just target player discards a card. Deals damage to any target. Man. Is Impulse really better? No. I already have what I'm going to play next turn. So. Target player discards a card and you deal 2 damage to any target. Red, black, something. There's Colligan's Command. Okay. And they discarded the Gideon, ally of Zendikar. I'm going to take 7, which is big. Maelstrom Pulse is a sorcery. There's his land. So his Maelstrom Pulse plus whatever he's going to play right now. Maelstrom Pulse can hit the Tidehall Sculler, which can get him the Nature's Claim, which can hit the Treachery. There's Tasigur. He might Maelstrom Pulse the Tidehall Sculler? Okay, I was going to say, that would be really nice if he did that, but he's not going for that. It's probably going to be Treachery into Teferi, bounce back Tasigur, just so that he loses. Okay, so let's go for Treachery right away. Choose target creature to enchant. Definitely Iona. It enters the battlefield, so I should be able to untap 5 lands, even if Necromancy falls off. Okay. So I get to untap 5 lands. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So I can play Teferi now. Put target non-land permanent into its owner's library, 3rd from the top. Giant creature. He gets the Iona back. Does it have haste? The chosen color is white, so he can still play Maelstrom Pulse. I could play Massacre Worm. That doesn't do anything. I could play Teferi, bounce back the Tasigur. I could bounce back Necromancy. You may cast Necromancy as though it had flash. If you cast it anytime, especially couldn't have been cast, when Necromancy enters the battlefield, it becomes an auto with the giant creature on the battlefield. Put target creature on the battlefield. When Necromancy leaves the battlefield, that creature's controller sacrifices it. I think I'm fine, but no. Alright, so we're definitely casting Teferi, it looks like. If I put Tasigur back, He Maelstrom pulses my Iona. I mean, he Maelstrom pulses Treachery. Gets back Iona. I don't think he has haste, right? I don't think he can attack with it right away. I don't think so. I can also just dump the... Iona now. Oh, this is hard. This is hard. Alright, let's go with this instead. I draw a card, and I get to untap 2 lands for Impulse. Let's go with the greedy plays. I'm pretty sure this doesn't get haste, and if it does, well, fuck me, right? Beginning of except untap 2 lands. Okay, so Celestial Colonnade and whatever, Watergrave. Alright, and it's also still tapped actually, so he definitely doesn't get haste for sure. Alright, Maelstrom Pulse on maybe Tide Hollow Sculler, and then he nature claims the Treachery. That way he gets rid of both creatures, and then he can hit me with Tasigur. Okay, he's just gonna straight up attack. Tasigur to what? My life? No, Tasigur to Teferi. That's the case. I'm gonna block because I can bounce the Iona anyway. Yeah, I can bounce Iona. I know he keeps... Oh, no, he doesn't because he... Oh, yeah, that was dumb. He gets back the Nature's Claim, can pop the Nature's Claim with Treachery, and then Maelstrom pulls my Teferi. Yeah, that was really dumb. What am I doing? What am I doing? Oh, well. Oh, he didn't Maelstrom Pulse. Does he not have Maelstrom Pulse? Am I tripping? Alright, well, let's see what I'm going to play. Maybe I want the Shelldock Isle because I get to play something right away because of Teferi. Jump. Alright. Yeah, that's really interesting that my opponent did that. I'm going to play the Mole Drifter because... Alright, no, wait. Let's see first what we get with Shelldock Isle first. We did get Gristlebrand, which is nice. So we can block his Iona. So let's put that away. Let's go with Bonfire, Artisan, Mountain. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then I can play Mana Vault. Yeah, let's draw a card. Untap up to 2 lands. Let's play Mole Drifter. To draw 2 more cards. Let's play Mana Vault. I have Terminus for... nope, not for Iona. And yeah, let's untap Shelldock Isle and a blue land. Pretend that I have something black. Alright. I'm cold. So my opponent still has Maelstrom Pulse, which he really should have used to pop my Teferi. I'm pretty sure he still has Maelstrom Pulse. Okay, he's going to sacrifice Wall of Blossoms for... in the shape of... You know what? I'm going to give it to LOV real. I don't fucks with him. Because last time he came into my hood, you know, disrespecting me, saying to take off my flag, asking me how gangster I was. Okay, when he enters the battlefield, you become the monarch. Exile target creature an opponent controls until an opponent becomes a monarch, which I'm pretty sure means... Draw a card whenever creature does go. Oh, you draw a card also. Oh my god. I didn't know that. Okay. My life. Alright, so I'm probably blocking Tasigur to gain 7. Then I'm going to bounce back Iona. Yeah, that seems good. So let's play Gristlebrand. Since I have a way to deal with Iona, I'd rather just block Tasigur, gain 7. You draw a card, nice, but I get a bounce back your Iona. Yeah, I'm good. Don't need to worry about that. No. Put target non-land permanent into its owner's library third from the top, so I'll just take that away. Sure. Let's just attack. Become the monarch. Draw 2 more cards. Whoops. All right, we better be careful there. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 for Massacre Worm. Oh, come on. For Tessicle Worm? Tessicle Worm? I mean Massacre Worm. And then let's play the Signet because I don't really have anything else to do. And pass the turn. I'm forced to draw a card, but that's okay. I still have Celestial Colonnade as well. Not sure what my opponent has. Vampiric Tutor. He puts it on top of the library, so he has to have a way to draw it. I still think he has Maelstrom Pulse. I don't know what happened to that. It's not in the graveyard, so I think he's holding on to it. Yeah, I win the match. All right, that was weird games, but thanks for watching. Again, my first opponent just kind of have a bad deck. The cards they're playing with are just too fair. I mean, they were definitely stayed in this game because of the Necromancy on the Iona, which is nice. I mean, they had the survival of the fittest with the whole little bit of reanimator, so that's always good. But yeah, pretty happy. Won the first game, so I will see you in the next game.